Deep in the heart of the Canadian prairies, on the banks of the winding Red River, through muddy trails of beaten-down grass and fields of grain, they came to settle, to tame a frontier, to create new and better homes for themselves and their families. They came to Niverville. A vibrant community and home to nearly 3,000 people, Niverville is the fastest-growing town in Manitoba, turning what was once a small village of settlers into an important modern rural hub. Whether coming to live, work, or play, the town has attracted hundreds of new residents in recent years due to its innovative and long-sighted approach to future development. Central to this vision for the future is the Niverville Heritage Center, a place where generations come together, a project that truly celebrates and embraces community living. The idea for the state-of-the-art facility was sparked by a serious gap in the town's services, a gap that a few individuals quickly identified.
Well, it would have started back in 2001. That's about 6 years ago, or coming up to 6 years ago. And it really stemmed from the fact that Niverville was the largest community in all of Manitoba without a hospital or personal care home. At that time, Town Council, which I was elected in 2000, we realized that this trend was happening. So one of the council members, Gordon Damon, and his family had visited a facility in Edina, Minnesota, which is a suburb of Minneapolis. And that facility had an atrium that connected a banquet center, a seniors residence, a commercial space, and a hotel. And it was at that time where Gordon thought that, this is something that Niverville could really use, a concept like that. The community came together and raised nearly $2 million just from ordinary folks through our fundraising campaign to get this started. We have about 18,000 square feet of commercial space to lease out, of which about 14,000 is already leased. The commercial space is, there's a local company, there's a primary healthcare center, there's a couple of individuals that rent space from us, community members, community corporations.
Specifically, my job is very unspecific. I am the administrative assistant for the Credit Union Manor as well as the Heritage Center. So I help a lot with manor relations, so with residents and helping with concerns and inquiries. I do a lot of tours for the manor for people who are interested in coming and seeing what our facility is about. One of the things that is probably the most enjoyable about my job is working with the residents in the manor, because they have an incredible sparkle and it's really nice to see them enjoy their accommodations and their surroundings so much.
There are currently 30 residents living in the Niverville Credit Union Manor. At three-quarter capacity, the facility is quickly filling up. Through careful planning, the residents enjoy spacious suites and excellent services.
I can honestly say when we first moved in, I couldn't believe how well it was planned. First of all, number one, it was very well planned. It was, and when we got all our furniture in, moving from 2,200 square feet to 800 square feet was just, we thought, well, that's impossible, but it was very, very nice.
It's very comfortable. The bathroom is so much bigger than in the house, and all the rooms are just very roomy, and it's easy to get around with a wheelchair.
My suite is larger than what I was in, so I have much more room to do things in. Your service, your staff is terrific for helping you and keeping your apartment clean in the way you like to take care of it.
There's a lot of things that you don't have to do now from a day-to-day basis. That's taken away from you, which is fine as we get older.
My parents have been residents at the Heritage Center since the first weekend it opened, which was the end of May in 2007. One of the biggest advantages, in fact the single biggest advantage to having my mother and father in Niverville is just proximity. The fact that they're close, a lot closer, they're just a couple minutes away versus 8 hours away. Visually from the outside, grounds, the building, very appealing. The dining room is very, very comfortable. Nice view, lots of windows. The staff, at least any that I have met, are all local staff, so we tend to know each other on a first name basis, which is a plus. If there's issues, as there always are, that come up from time to time, you can feel very comfortable talking to the individual.
I have to say the food is terrific. I never had that as good, I don't say. They even do diets for diabetics.
The chef is good. He is a funny guy.
He asks you periodically, how are things going? Do you need something and this and that and what have you? It's very nice.
Oh, the food is excellent, especially if I don't have to cook it.
The room that we're in right now, which is the atrium, it kind of serves as the hub. This area can be used for community. We have, as part of our policies, we offer this facility to community groups at a very affordable rate.
My role here at the Heritage Center is event planning and directing. So I hire and train the staff, do all the staff scheduling, and make sure that the events actually turn out the way we had planned from the start. I meet with all the clients who are interested in booking with us, and I plan their event for them, whether that's weddings, anniversaries, business events, conferences, that kind of thing. I also very much enjoy the camaraderie with the staff here. Everybody enjoys coming to work here. We do event after event after event, and sometimes it's late nights and early mornings, and we're exhausted. But every time there's a new event, it's like there's a new spark and a new drive to go again and do it all over again. And, you know, every wedding is a special day for somebody, even if it's not special to us, but we enjoy making it special for that particular couple or that particular family.
The primary healthcare center is not a typical clinic or doctor's office. It houses a number of healthcare professionals. There's 2 full-time doctors there right now. There's other healthcare professionals, primary healthcare nurses there, public healthcare nurses there. There's a mental health worker, there's the regional home care coordinator, not just serving Niverville, but the region itself.
One very unique thing about it is that the primary health care center is attached in the building, so that health care is readily available and very close by.
That clinic is right in the facility, so as of this fall, they're making a move to the 2nd floor, and my parents will not even have to go outside for a short distance to get into the clinic. So during inclement weather, cold weather, for people that are using walkers, wheelchairs, or even a cane for that matter, it's much nicer for them to just go down the hallway.
I know when I spoke to the doctors last, they were seeing on average 25 to 30 new patients every week. And as a result of that, their base has grown much beyond even the population of Niverville. Hospitals and personal care homes are provincial matters and provincial decisions that are made, but assisted living and supportive care is something a community can take on its own. And so typically a person that may be receiving home care already and is finding it challenging to live independently in the community will apply to live in assisted living. If an individual has some more advanced challenges where it's perhaps unsafe for them to live independently, even with home care, then a person would be paneled for supportive care. And it's really an aging in place concept where a person can transition from independent living in the community to assisted living to supportive care.
With the completion of the seniors' residence, aging members of the community no longer have to worry about leaving their hometown in their declining years. This is the heart of the Heritage Center project.
One of the things that we'd always talked about was the commitment of our fathers is now the call to our generation. You know, the people that now are living here are the ones that built this community. They have businesses here, they have their homes, they raise their families, they go to church here, they spend their grocery money here, and now in a time of their lives when they need their community the most, they were forced to leave. And now we have a place for them to call home.
The people in this town are a lot more friendly than where I came from.
Well, I find that I have more freedom, and it's a peace of mind for the family. I get to go out more, knowing that Mom will be taken care of.
With myself and my 2 sisters, they raised us when we were infants and nurtured us and cared for us and helped us get a good start in life. And so in their declining years, it's nice that we can help them at that time with making them as comfortable as possible and surrounding them with as much love and care and support as we can.
One particular story that I warmed my heart one day. I was walking down the street and one of the residents on the 3rd floor was standing on his balcony, and he saw me walking by and he waved to me and said, "Hi, I live here, this is my place, this is my suite." And I just could tell the joy and the excitement that he was feeling for being here.
It's very important to me that this is a community project, and it's obvious through the dedication of all the people involved, whether it's the management staff, the residents, the banquet staff, volunteers or community members, that they have a lot invested in this place. And for me too personally, living in the community, it's very valuable for me to have meaningful employment as well in the community in which I live, and to be able to give back to that community as well.
One of the philosophies we've had is to create an intergenerational meeting place. We don't want the seniors just to be off on their own in a facility in the corner of the community. We wanted them plugged into a facility like this so that the community can connect with them. Anybody involved in this project, of all the donors, and it's, you know, I mentioned raising $2 million, they really sense that feeling of satisfaction that they've done something significant for the community and for the people that founded the community.
I guess as being part of this community, like growing up here and having lived here all my life, I just think this project has been such a great thing for our community. There's so many reasons people move here, but the fact that they've also chosen to bring their parents here from other provinces, I think that speaks highly of Niverville as a community. And I hope that at some point my children who have grown up here and moved away from here choose to come back here and make this home again.